What up, world? You on the mic with Mike, Mr. Mike. And this is Keep That Chair Spinning. Let's get it. All right, good people. Welcome back. As I said, this is Keep That Chair Spinning. I'm your man, Mr. Mike. And by now, what you know we have is simply a podcast that is geared to some of the barbers that are fresh into the industry, maybe just now getting out of barber school, maybe getting ready to get out of barber school, and just feel as if they didn't get any help that they were really getting or needing, and just trying to find a couple steps, a couple procedures to get their name to grow, get their buzz to get to going. Or maybe you're a barber that's been in the industry for quite a few years now, 3-4 years, and you can't seem to find your steps. You may find yourself bouncing around from shop to shop and you're not too sure as to why or how you can't find your fit. Hopefully within this podcast, man, we can help you barbers find that and take some proper steps to getting your name going. Um, Today we want to talk about reviews. As I've mentioned before, that every haircut that you put out, every service that you provide, it's like a job interview. So when you think about the corporate world, they when you go fill out that application for a new job, they ask you to leave 3 references. All right. So within your haircut, you want to turn that haircut into a reference. All right. So before we really dive into that, I want to make sure that you guys do go do me a solid, man. Go check it out on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on Apple Music and Google Play as well. Please go like and subscribe. Give us a shout out. Appreciate it. Did get some feedback from a few barbers, man. They're happy with the direction that we're going, man. Any input that I can take to help touch on some topics that a lot of people don't really think about, I would truly appreciate it as well. So please drop a comment. Appreciate all the love and support. Now, as I said, when you're going into the corporate world and you're filling out an application, you leave 3 references. All right. So it's the same thing with each haircut that you give out. You want to ask your customer to leave a review for you. Why is that? Because once you're just getting to that shop, or again, you've kind of been there for a while and it just seems like the shop itself may not be catching too much vibes, pump up yourself. You need to be your biggest fan. You need to put your own work in. This is another thing that you need to understand. Yeah, your shop owner has gave you a place to work, but at the end of the day, unless it's commission, when it's commission, that shop owner is obligated to go out and make sure that they can bring in the customers to put them in your chair. But at the end of the day, whether it's commission or booth rent, it's on you to make sure that them customers come back. It's on you to make sure that you were taking the proper steps to get somebody into your chair, whether it's calling some old customers, texting some old customers, posting a haircut, or like say in this manner, getting a customer to post a review about you. Couple steps within that, just bullets. Whatever shop that you're at, 9 times out of 10, they have all social media pages. Take it one step further. Get your customers to go and like that shop page. Okay. Once that shop page gets so many likes, it creates a buzz in the algorithm that the social media has set up, and the shop page starts catching more in the sponsored ad section, whether it's a posted sponsored ad or not. By enough likes, it gets featured in that algorithm. So get some of your customers to start liking the page, go comment, go share. On Facebook, your customers can leave a review on the Facebook shop page as well. So that's one way. All right. The other way is the Google. Most shops are connected within Google pages. So get your customer to go leave a review on Google as well. Especially your close friends, your homeboys, whatever, your auntie, your uncle. Have them go leave a good review for you. Have them go leave a couple stars for you. Boost it up, but you also got, as I say, stand behind your work. So don't go out there and make a customer leave you a good comment or a good review, but when a new person comes in, you're late to them, you're smelling like Hennessy or whatever the case may be, smelling like greens and backwoods, because when I looked at the review, this is not what I was reading. I was coming in looking for whatever the case, but it wasn't for this. So if you're going to play the review game. You need to make sure that you're up to par, you're taking care of your business, you're gonna give out a fire cut every single time. But you want to make sure that you get all your close people, man. Go leave reviews, go like the shop page. Uh, when they're leaving, make sure that they're tagging the shop page. Go make sure that they're tagging you first and foremost, of course. But you want to make sure that they're tagging the shop page as well, so the shop page starts getting traffic. Because once the shop page starts getting traffic, now those people that you don't know that are in that area, once they start pulling up barbershop near me, okay, well now it has the shop page, and they'll see all the traction that the shop page is getting. Okay, well now when they start going to look at reviews, they'll look and they'll see your name. Oh, such and such did a great job. Danny was always awesome. Danny always took care of business. Man, go see my guy Danny. Whatever the case may be, however many points that your people can go out there and make for you, that is a trail. That's a good paper trail. So you want to pump that up. You want to make sure that you can get your people to go to work for you, because it turns around, it gets it going, it gets your vibe going, it gets your buzz going, and you're gonna end up seeing that the new people, you'll see more and more new people, because the people that are in the area and may not have been aware of the shop, like us, like we do have a shop that's right behind a pillar. So at close glance, a lot of times we don't get noticed. But for those that are just the tech savvy ones, when they pull up barbershops near me, we're the first shop that pulls up, because of reviews, because of mile radius, all that good stuff. So you have to play your algorithm game. You need to go get your people to put your reviews in there for you. You need to make sure that they're liking the shop page, tagging the shop page. Even if you're doing it on your own, go out there and share the shop page. But this is also something that you need to make sure that you're trying to make this your home. If you're going to put in this whole bunch of work, like, you need to make sure that this is your home, because what sense does it make to pump this shop page up when you know you're going to be gone in 2 weeks? That's one thing that you need to make sure of as well. Like, sit still. Consistency is key. You're never going to be able to have a good following. How are you going to have 10 reviews over here and they're all 5-star, and then you bounce 2 weeks later? When the people that do come, I saw on the page that there was a Danny. Danny was real good. He got a lot of reviews. Is Danny here? Oh, Danny's no longer working here. Oh, all right. Well, it's cool. I'll try you, Timmy. Come on. Now that customer is sitting here with Timmy instead of Danny. Like, build your home up. You need to stay solid. You need to stay at one spot. Nothing really, when it comes to the business venture, you don't really see your fruits prosper until about a 2-year mark. It was the same for me at a 2-year mark. I was at my one shop for 6 years, okay? So in those first 2 years, there was a lot of days, there was a lot of man hours that I sat. But at that 2 year, from taking a lot of these steps that I'm talking to you all about, it busted wide open, okay? So it's been plentiful ever since then. But again, consistency is key, and staying where you're at. Like, no matter how many tough days, how many slow days you have, no matter how many times you get into it with your coworkers, with your customers, you have to sit still and bump up your clientele where you're at. All right. So again, you want to go through, work your review system. Going back to last one within referrals, sacrifices equal benefits. So even if you want to tell your customers, hey, me and my coworkers, we got a little game going on right now. We're trying to see who can get the most reviews. Do you mind doing me a favor? Give me a review. Go through there. It doesn't have to be too detailed. Shoot me a couple stars, drop my name. That works perfectly. Appreciate it. Or if you want to run a system, a customer appreciation, a back scratching type thing, you let them know, hey, I'm taking $5 off if you can go in there right now before you leave and leave me a good review. All that works. All that works up the good paper trail that'll get somebody coming in to see you. Same thing, kind of off subject, but same thing. Hey, I'm taking $5 off if right now you will take a picture and tag me and share this to your story or your post or whatever the case may be. Tell your people to come see me. Again, each person has a different algorithm. Each person has a different family system, a friend system that they have going on. So if you can get them to pump you within their own little train, is bringing more into you. One will bring three will bring eight will bring 15. Okay, so play the system, play the numbers. It's all the algorithm due to the tech savvy world that we have going on right now. So again, even if you have to say, hey, me as a customer appreciation day today, I'm giving all customers 5 off if you can sit in that chair right now and leave me a good review, and I would gladly appreciate it. So that is definitely the positive. What you need to know about too is the cons within reviews. Okay, we do get a lot of Karens these days that will come in, or whatever the guy name for Karen is too. You got those guys that just want to be butt heads, and it may have been a miscommunication, or you really didn't take care of your business. I'm not copping out for anybody, but just as well as your name can be pumped up for the good that you do, the service that you provide, the fire haircut that you give, if none of that matches up, people are going to go on there and drag your name as well. That's why it matters how you handle a customer. Again, miscommunication happens. Sometimes they said they wanted a mid fade, you had it too low. Instead of going off on them, just work it out. Because what they can do is they can go and slander you, as I said, and say, "Oh man, Danny was horrible. His customer skills was trash. We had a miscommunication. I was willing to work it out with him. I wasn't expecting it. I was actually going to pay him to fix it, but just the way he handled me was trash. I'll never go back." And they hit you with a 1 star. As they say, bad news travels home fast. So that bad review is going to be seen before the good review, I promise. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of your business, and make sure that you don't give the customer a reason to give you a bad review, because they will. They have no problem. I've seen a customer go sit right in the parking lot and type up a 1,000-word review talking about how bad the barber was treating them, and they never came back. And of course, you can't wipe that off. Once they get out there in the atmosphere, it's done. So you want to make sure you're taking care of your business. You want to not give a person a reason to leave you a bad review. I don't like the cliche, the customer is always right, but in a sense, you need to act as if the customer is always right. So you want to make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's, take care of your business. That way they can't say, Danny didn't take care of his business. Tim was very unprofessional, and I didn't appreciate how he handled me. Do your work, and your work will speak for itself. Go ahead and turn around and ask the customer, do me a favor, do me a solid, go leave me a review. Your review will go a long way. I appreciate it. I'm very thankful for you. Send this, share it. And that's the thing too, turn around and make that a game. Once again, make them work for you. Hey, if you can leave a review and then take a picture of your review and share it to your page, again, that opens up a whole different outlet, and that'll bring a whole different crowd, a whole different genre. Because just like you trust your friend's word 9 times out of 10, when people start seeing their friends posting about you cutting their hair, you know what, I'm gonna go try them out. You know what, that is closer to my house anyways, or I work on the other side of town, and for me to get back home I have to pass the shop anyways. I might as well go check them out. So open up that gate, open up that outlet. Let's work on reviews. Tell them 5 stars and better. Make sure that they drop your name. Nobody can come in just looking for a 5-star, because then they're just gonna go to anybody in the shop. But make sure that they're dropping your name. Make sure that they're dropping 5 stars. You want to make sure that when they get up, hey, Google me, go on Facebook, leave a review for the Facebook page as well. Like, use all the outlets that you can to get your name out there, to get your buzz going, to keep that chair spinning. That's what it is. Y'all know. Check me back. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Google Play. As always, appreciate it. Number love. 1.